Are the 2022 Denver Broncos overrated? Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Sparkin over Broncos, the show where we spark conversation about our Denver Broncos. I am your host, Gage Madrid. Before we jump in, you already know what to do. Be sure to leave a like on this video as well as subscribe and ring the notification bell. It's the easiest way that you can help support the channel by pushing this content out to fellow members of Broncos country. And while you're at it, be sure to check out my second channel, Denver Broncos Syndicate, for even more Broncos coverage. It's a common belief amongst Broncos country that the talent to make a deep playoff run has been in place for some time, and that the team has just been a quarterback away. And with that hole being filled with the trade for Russell Wilson, the Broncos are one of the most complete teams in the NFL. Pro Football Focus disagrees. They ranked the Broncos roster as the 14th most talented in the NFL. PFF analyst Ben Lindsay named several positions of concern for the Denver Broncos, including off-ball linebacker. Lindsay is concerned that the team did not do enough to address the position this offseason. That leaves Josey Jewell and either Jonas Griffith or Alex Singleton as the projected starting tandem, with little in the way of depth behind them, particularly with Baron Browning expected to transition to an on-ball outside linebacker role. Teams could look to exploit Singleton in coverage over the middle of the field after he earned just a 39.3 coverage grade with the Eagles in 2021. Although coverage hasn't really been his calling card for a majority of his career, Josey Jewell did show major strides in that department last season before going down with a torn pec in week 2. The team also has Jonas Griffith in the mix to start at off-ball linebacker. Griffith showed some flashes when he got playing time towards the end of last season. The real wild card here figures to be Alex Singleton. As PFF alluded to, Singleton has been a liability in coverage throughout his career, although he has been decent as a run stuffer and a blitzer. The Broncos better hope that either Singleton or Griffith steps up to the plate, as the depth behind them, including Justin Sternad, Barrington Wade, and undrafted free agent Khadafi Wright, isn't particularly inspiring. Lindsay also expressed his concerns about the Broncos' edge rush unit entering 2022. His concern stems from overall player health as well as how rookie Nick Bonitto will play in year 1. Off-season additions such as Randy Gregory and Nick Bonitto should provide a spark to the Broncos' pass rush, but they would like to also see a more healthy Chubb this season. Although PFF does have some pessimism about our front seven, they did highlight our secondary as one of the best in the NFL. It's not quite the no-fly zone, but Denver has put together a nice collection of talent in its secondary. Pat Surtain II looked like a veteran in his first season out of Alabama last year, as he gave up virtually nothing downfield in 2021, with just one reception allowed in his coverage on 14 targets of 20 or more yards. He and Justin Simmons head the unit entering 2022, but there aren't many weak points to attack, with veterans Ronald Darby, K'Wan Williams, and Kareem Jackson rounding out the starting group. Offensively, the Broncos have addressed most of their question marks, aside from a few along the offensive line. It's on the defensive side of the ball where there is potential for volatility. There are a ton of ifs surrounding this 2022 Broncos defense. If this guy can stay healthy, if this guy can play up to his full potential, and so on. Unless the Broncos can make sure these questions are answered, the team may disappoint in year 1 of the Russell Wilson era. I'm curious, Broncos country, where would you rank the talent on the Broncos roster in comparison to the other teams in the league? Drop those comments down below, I would love to hear from you. Be sure to leave a like on this video, as well as subscribe and ring the notification bell so you don't miss when we upload. And while you're at it, be sure to follow me on Twitter at Gage Madrid NFL for even more Broncos coverage. And for now, this has been another episode of Sparkin' Over Broncos, the show where we spark conversation about our Denver Broncos. I am your host, Gage Madrid, saying peace out and let's ride.